So you can see this big monster pan of mine, and you can tell it is loaded with ingredients. Now at this point, I have it turned down to just warm, or it'll let it simmer. But it's not going to boil. You're not going to see hardly any steam coming out of it. With a boil and with steam, you kill valuable nutrients. Now the one thing I did boil, as I said earlier, was the celery, the chicken, and a little bit of the broccoli. And the celery I especially like to bring to a boil, just I think it gets rid of that. There can be a very overpowering taste to celery. Some say medicine-y. I don't know how to explain it. They always say rinse it good because that taste has something to do with pesticides. I really don't know. But you do rinse it good, which I do. And but I do like to bring it to a boil. I also like my celery to be more of a background flavor than have to worry about the texture of it within the soup itself. So what I've done here is, as you can see, I've already got a big mess of my ingredients over here. I actually lost some on the floor. Got a big pile that kind of spilled over. Dogs are liking it. No, I'll clean it up in a minute. So again, what you see in here is quite a bit of cabbage, probably half a head this time. This time I did include the broccoli and the celery, which I wanted to do last time. I just either didn't know I had it or I just forgot about it. Now in there are 2 chicken breasts cut up. There is, and I use frozen vegetables. There's a pepper, onions, fajita mix of some sort that I like to use. And then I like the medley, which is corn, chopped green beans, peas, and carrots. You see there's not too much of the orange in here. There's not a lot of carrot base to this soup. And then, of course, lots of garlic. And 2 onions, fresh onions, all cut up in here. Really, it's just so delicious. Can't wait to eat it. I've been eating this soup now for extensively over the last 2 weeks. Now, the last time I weighed myself, I'd lost 8 pounds. I haven't weighed myself in days. I'm excited to weigh myself, but I will tell you this, I'm feeling better from head to toe. And this is a diet that will really clean you out from the inside, and you can get healthy from the inside out, rather than taking pills from the outside, hoping they work on the inside. This is taking your health and your future into your own hands, and therefore, it is life soup. Now, as for the spices, I like cayenne pepper. I also have, this time I did use the apple cider vinegar. I used lemon juice. I was not completely happy with the flavor, so I did put in some white vinegar because it just seemed like it pushed it over the edge for me the way I like it. A touch of sourness in the broth in the soup. I did use beef broth in here as well. I used some soy sauce to give it a, to salt up the water with some flavor. And then I used cayenne pepper, I used some basil, I used some, what is that? Oh, turmeric. What about the turmeric? Okay, so I got turmeric in here. I do like turmeric. And that is also part of good health, so I'm going to taste this. Oh, wow, that's good. That is delicious. I have some Italian seasonings in here. I have these, I used, of course, adobo, which is a nice mixture of salt and some other seasons, and a couple other just seasons rather than just salt. You know, there's salt with some other flavors in it. But I don't like to use pure salt. I have some salt and pepper up there. Sea salt, but or rock salt or some sort of healthy salt, but I don't use it very often. So look at that. Oh, if you could taste that, it's got a little lemony flavor, lots of garlic. You could taste all the other veggies in this, in just the broth. And when we eat it, right now, it's still got to cook for about another 2 hours. Oh my goodness. Wow, that is going to be awesome. Yeah, I really like it. And, you know, you're in your 60s, or maybe your late 50s, or maybe you're in your 40s and you just want to get healthy. You got to take charge. No one's going to do it for you. So, Life Soup, it's the way to go. I section it off into Tupperware containers. I put it in the fridge or the freezer, or both. Usually within the week, this whole thing is gone. I still have one bowl from my last batch, but I don't want to run out. So, it's a very good, healthy meal. And, you know, you're doing something for yourself. You're doing something that's good for you. And why not? At first, I gotta say, I was missing flavors of bread or whatever. I was missing the carbs of a meal, like the breads and all different kinds. The first few days, I felt this craving, but the soup is it's complete. It's so satisfying that I find myself not even thinking about the bread anymore. And I'm avoiding bread while I'm doing this because, I'm not only trying to get healthy, I am trying to lose weight. And I need to lose a lot of weight, so that's why I want to do this. Share the experience. Hopefully we could do this together. I am going to weigh myself today, see how much I've lost more. Hopefully another 3 or 4 pounds, I hope. But I keep doing this. We'll keep doing it together. Let's see if we can lose some weight, get healthy, clean ourselves out, get all that toxins out of our system. And I will say, get ready, because you will know toxins are coming out of your system, and I'm not going to go any further with that. I think there's things in us that come out that have been in there a long time. So let's get it out of there. All right, well, thank you for watching Life Soup. And until we do it again, get your batch going.